Hello there beautiful people, it's your boy Investor Black and welcome you back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create and publish your very first low content book on Amazon KDP. This video is actually part of my series on how to make money on Amazon KDP, and in my previous video I talked about how to research. This video is going to be about how to create and publish your book on Amazon KDP. So basically the first thing you need to do is to decide on the book specifications. What you can see in front of you is my own book specification, and I was able to get this specification after I did my research. When I did my research and I found out the books that were selling well, I just looked at their dimensions and I replicated it. That's the best way to actually do, because there are a lot of book specifications and you don't just want to test things out without test things out blindly. So you have to actually do the research and get the facts right, then just replicate what works. Okay, that's how I was able to get all this information right here. So I'm going to be making a book about Halloween, just a basic book. This doesn't mean that Halloween is a good niche. It's just for the purpose of this tutorial. So the dimension for my book is going to be 6 by 9 inches. The number of pages is going to be 120 pages. The binding type will be paperback, and the interior color is going to be black and white. So now that I've decided on my book specification, the next thing you need to do is to generate a book cover template. You can generate your book cover template from the Amazon KDP Cover Calculator. You can go to the cover calculator by visiting investorblack.com/cover calculator, and it's going to take you to this page right here where you're going to see this cover calculator. You can also go directly to their URL by visiting kdp.amazon.com/cover-calculator. So basically I'm going to be plugging in the information of my book into this calculator, then I'm going to be downloading the template. So the first information is the binding type, which is paperback, the interior type, which is black and white, the paper type, which is white paper, the page turn direction, which is left to right, the measurement unit, which is in inches, material trim size, which is 6 inches by 9 inches, then the number of pages is 120 pages. So I'm going to write 120 pages. Then after that I'm going to hit on calculate dimensions. Then a lot of information are going to pop up here. All this information has to do with the book that the book I'm about to make. So I'm going to click on download template. Then a zipped file is going to be downloaded. Now this template is very important because it's going to actually guide you when designing your template, and I'm going to show you how to use this template with Canva to actually create your book cover. So let me just open the book and extract this real quick. Then after extracting it, I'm going to just go to the folder where I extracted it. As you can see, paperback cover. Then you're going to see 3 files inside it. The first one is a PDF, the second one is an image, and the third one is a text document. I want you to click on the one that is an image. Once you click on the one that is an image, you're going to be seeing your generated template for your book cover. Okay, so they are written some very important information and some other information about your book. So what I want you to take note of is this overall dimensions. That is going to be the size of your background, the size of your canvas that you're going to be working on. So make sure to take note of this. So after you must have generated it, you have to set up your Canva account. If you don't already have a Canva account, all you have to do is go to investorblack.com/Canva, and you're going to be able to set up your Canva account, and you'll be given a 30-day free trial. So after you must have set up your Canva account, the next thing is to design your book cover using Canva. So what you need to do after you are in Canva is to click on create a design, click on custom size, then put in the dimension that we took note of, which is this one right here, which is 12.520 by 9.250. One thing I forgot to say is that make sure that what you are choosing here is not pixel, millimeters or centimeters. Make sure that it's in inches. Then click on create new design. Once you click on create new design, it's going to take you to your canvas. As you can see, this is my canvas. It's white. The next thing you need to do immediately is to go to the template and right click on it, click on copy, go back to your canvas, hit Ctrl V. Once you hit Ctrl V, your canvas is going to be pasted here. Align that canvas with align the canvas and the template together. Since they are of the same size, they are going to fit perfectly, as you can see right here. Once you've done that, the next thing is to get a background for your image. So I'm going to be using an orange background for this. So for me to get my background, I'm going to be using a plain background. You can use any image as your background, but I'm going to be using a plain background for the purpose of simplicity. So now this is my background. I'm going to change this to orange because I know orange is a Halloween color. Then I'm going to just make this a little bit darker. Okay, then after that I'm going to align this with my book. Okay, so I'm going to align this background with the template also. So once you align your background with the template, as you can see, make sure that you can even make it bigger than the template, just so that everything fits in perfectly, as you can see. Then once you've done that, all you have to do is go to this top right corner that says transparency and reduce the transparency of your background. So I'm going to reduce the transparency of my background just so I can see the template behind it that will guide me when designing. Okay, so I've done this. So the next thing you need to do now is to start adding your elements. Okay, the first element I would like to add is the spine. Okay, this is the spine. The spine is the middle of the book cover. So to add the spine, all you have to do is click on the square. That's the square element here. Then just align that spine with your book. Make sure it's centralized, as you can see. Then just reduce it a bit, just so it's almost coming out from the line, as you can see. Then do the same for the right side. Okay, once you've done that, just move it left and right to make sure that it's still centralized. Okay, then extend it to the bottom, make sure it touches the lines. So I've gotten the spine of my book. The next thing you need to do is to get the title of the book, which is something you're going to be adding with the box. So I'm going to add two boxes. The first box is going to be orange, then the second box is going to be white. So I'm going to change this one's color to white, but not pure white, just something that looks like white. Then I'm going to just add the third box, which is going to be like something that's going to help me align the other boxes. The next thing you need to do is to move this left and right until it's centralized. Okay, as you can see, then just arrange this, pull this towards the right, pull this towards the left. Yeah, so move it left and right again, just so it aligns. Move this away, move this left and right till it aligns. Make sure it's aligning within your book. So I want this to be aligned within the book, as you can see. So basically, let me do something. There's something I forgot to do. Push this, let it be here and here. Yeah, because you don't want exactly. So that's it. So it's now aligned within the book. You can now delete this guy right here. So now I'm going to bring in the white one, and I'm going to just put it inside. So I'm going to just delete this. This is not what I wanted. I actually wanted the one that is round like this one. I'm going to change this to that same color again. And I'm going to put this inside. Make sure it's almost the same size. So there's a trick I normally do. I'm going to zoom this in a bit, just so I can get to modify it well. So I'm going to push this to the top, push this to the left hand side, push this to the bottom, as you can see, push this to the right a bit. Yeah, yes. Then I'm going to zoom out. As you can see, I now have this place where I can write about the book. So the next thing I want to add is a line. So I'm going to add this line to this, and the line is going to be orange as well. So I'm going to just choose the color of the line. Just leave it. So I'm going to duplicate the line real quick. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Then make sure it's centralized as well. Then I'm going to just add the title of this book, which is Halloween Journal. Okay, so I'm going to add, then I'm going to bold this, and I'm going to type Halloween Journal. Halloween Journal. Okay, let me just capitalize this. Then I'm going to reduce this, then I'm going to put it here. I'm also going to centralize it, bring it down a bit, and boom. So I have a Halloween journal. Now that I've done the major things, I can now add little elements that are based on Halloween. Remember, this color, this background color was orange, okay, and you don't want everything to be the same color. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change this background from orange, since the spine is orange and this part is orange also. I'm going to look for a color that's going to complement that orange, and I'm going to just look for a color that will complement the orange. Maybe purple. Yeah, I think purple will do a good job. So I'm going to just bring up the color so you see what I mean. So as you can see, it's purple, but the purple is too bright, so I'm going to just try to see if I can make it softer, make it darker. Okay, so as you can see, so basically this is it. This is what my book looks like currently, guys. Yeah, so the next thing I want to add is my page size and my book details. So I'm going to just copy this text right here, paste it, then I'm going to just do 6 inch by 9 inch, 6 by 9 inch. Okay, so I'm going to just reduce this a bit, then I'm going to just continue typing. So 6 by 9 inch, then I give space, then like, okay, so 120 pages. So I'm going to just centralize this. Yeah, then I think this is good enough. So I'm going to click on share, click on download, then make sure you choose PDF print, not PDF standard, PDF print, then download this. Yeah, so after designing your book cover, the next thing you need to do is to design your book interior. And to do that, you need to first of all determine the sizes of your book interior. So to do that, all you have to do is, so let me just do the steps. So determine your book interior pages size and margin. Okay, so you're determining the sizes and the margin. Yeah, so basically you want to come to this page right here, which is called the KDP help page for Amazon KDP. It's actually a resource where you can get a lot of information about books. So for you to get to this page, all you have to do is go to investorblog.com/KDP help, and you're going to be in this page that I'm on right now. So you need to determine the pages for your book, and remember our book is 6 inch by 9 inch. So I want you to go here and decide if your book is going to be bleed or no bleed. Okay, what is bleed? Bleed simply means that your text or whatever is on your page is from edge to edge. So on the left hand is no bleed, and on the right hand is bleed. Yeah, so basically for no bleed, this is what it looks. That's with reference to a line journal. There are spaces around it. As you can see, the lines does not touch the edges, as opposed to the ones that has bleed, the lines touch the edges. So when they are cutting, you're not going to see any margins around the line. So that's basically the difference between bleed and no bleed. So you can decide what you want your book to be. You want your book to be the ones with bleed, or you want your book to be the ones with no bleed. It all depends on you. Okay guys, so once you've decided that you want your book to be a bleed or with no bleed, I personally decided that mine will be with bleed. Okay, so you have to come down here to this reference and choose the sizes according to your book size. So mine is 6 inch by 9 inch, but this is for without bleed, as you can see. So I'm going to just trace this 6 by 9. I'm going to go to the right hand side, and I'm going to just copy this to my notepad. Okay, so once I've copied this to my notepad, the next thing you need to do is to head over to Canva. Yeah, so go over to Canva, then click on create new design, then click on custom size. Then remember what we just copied to our notepad. I'm going to copy this 6.125. Then I'm going to head over to Canva and paste this. Then I'll copy the other one. Then I'll paste. Remember, it should be in inches. Mine is already in inches. Then click on create new design. Then you're going to see what your page looks like right here. Okay, so basically our book is all about Halloween, but we need to get the lines on the book, and remember it is bleed, so it means that the lines will be going from edge to edge, unlike with no bleed where the lines will actually have a margin in between them and the edges, right? So the next thing you need to do right now is to add a line. Okay, so I'm going to click on this line right here, then I'm going to just position it here and just extend it to the edge. Make sure that it is at the right angle. Then as you can see, extend it outside a bit, extend this outside a bit. Yeah, so the next thing I need to do is to create another line. So I'm going to copy this line once, okay, then paste it, then take this line to the bottom, as you can see, okay. Then I'm going to make sure that it is centralized according to the other line. Then I'm going to copy this and paste it 25 times. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25. Okay, so once I do that, all I have to do is just highlight all the lines, then just go to position, then click on tidy up. Then the lines are going to actually arrange in a very okay way. Then the next thing I need to do is to drag these lines and make sure that they are in the right position. Okay, as you can see, it is centralized and it is in the right position. So I can actually increase this a bit, take this down a bit, okay, reduce this a bit, just trying to see, okay, then centralize this. All right, notice the lines are extremely thick, so I would like to actually reduce the thickness of the line. So I'm going to just go here and I'm going to change this from 4 to 1. Then I'm going to check it out to see if I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's okay, but I would like to actually also reduce the transparency a little bit, or make it transparent a bit. So let's just say 60. Then click OK, because ordinarily on books these lines are not always extremely thick. So now that I've done this, I've done the major part of it. Then I'll go to my elements again and just look for Halloween. So remember, we have some Halloween elements, so I'm going to just type Halloween here. Then you're going to see some Halloween elements. Let's just say I'll use this because this is black, and I just put this the same thing I did before. Put this here and just reduce it, okay, as you can see. Then just Ctrl C, Ctrl V, okay, then flip it the other way, horizontally, vertically, then take it to the bottom, as you can see. Then I don't know, let me highlight both of them, then reduce the transparency to 50. This moon, full moon, yeah, so I'm going to just put this in the middle, make sure it's centralized. Then I'm going to change the transparency, make it a bit transparent. Then I'm going to change the color, okay. So for the one that is gray, I'm going to just make it, let's see, I'm going to make this black, I'm going to make this black, the orange one, make this black. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. Yeah, so basically this is my page, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the page. So all you have to do is scroll to this, go down to the bottom where it says grid view, switch it to grid view. So let's highlight this, Ctrl C, V. I want you to take note that Canva only allows you to do 100 pages in the free version. So I'm going to show you a quick trick that you can actually use to get more than 100 pages. Since we're doing 120 pages, I'm going to do 100, then we're going to do 20. So we're going to do 20 pages first. We already have 36 pages, so I'm going to just delete till we are 20. So I want you to do download this. So click on download, change this to PDF print, remember, download. So once you've downloaded that, then you can now duplicate this 5 times to get 100 pages. So I'm going to scroll and just highlight everything, Ctrl C, then 1 2 3 4. So pasted it, and as you can see at the bottom I have 100 pages right here. Also download your pages. Then now we need to merge the 100 pages and the 20 pages together, and to do that all you need to do is head over to a website called PDF Joiner online. It's an online tool, so go to PDF Joiner, just Google it, then you're going to see their website. Yeah, so basically once you go to PDF Joiner, all you have to do is click on upload files, then upload the 2 files, which are this one right here and this one. As you can see, I've already uploaded them. So once you finish uploading them to PDF Joiner, all you have to do is click on join files. So once you click on join files, it's going to download, and you're going to see your downloaded page, and it's going to be 120 pages. That's the 20 pages plus the 100 pages is going to make 120 pages. So I'm going to just click on it just to show you that it's complete, as you can see right here. So you see 1 out of 120, so we have about 120 pages right here. Okay guys, so let's say we don't want bleed, we want to do our book, our interior to not have bleed. So all you have to do is head over back to this place right here, and instead of using this dimension, you're going to use this dimension. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to go head over to this place, and I'm going to paste this as well. Now once you paste this, the next thing you need to do is to head over to Canva. So if you go to Canva right now, you click on new page, you create new design, click on custom size. Basically just do the same thing you did before. Then all you have to do is go to this place right here and copy your design. Remember our design was 6 inch by 9 inch, so I'm going to check that, double check that. So 6 inch by 9 inch, sorry about that guys. So 6 inch by 9 inch. Then I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to copy 6 by 9. So I'm going to go back to my Canva. Then I'm going to put 6 inch here. I'm going to put 9 inch here. Remember, this has to be in inches, not pixel, not cm, and not mm. So click on create new design. Yeah, so basically once your canvas is here for your with no bleed, you need to actually take account of the margins. Okay, for the ones with bleed, they don't have margins, so I didn't bother to actually talk about that. But for this one that has no bleed, I'm going to actually discuss about the margins. So I'm going to go to this page right here. Then I'm going to scroll down to this place that says margins, as you can see right here. Then you go to the page and check for your number of pages. So my page is 120 pages. Okay, so it falls under this category, as you can see right here. So what they're trying to say is that the inside margin should be this for no bleed, which is this one right here, 0.25. Then the outside margin, the outside margin should be 0.25, the inside margin should be 0.375. okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to actually now add this dimension just so that we can know how long our lines are going to be on that page. So 0.375, that's the inside margin, and the inside margin is this one right here, that's the gutter margin, and the other margin is 0.25. so I'm going to do 0.25 first, then I'm going to do 0.375. so 0.25 inches. So I'm going to head over to Canva. Yeah, so you need to add your ruler. For if you can't see this ruler on yours, all you have to do is click on file, then click on here that says show rulers and guides, or just type shift plus R. So once you've done that, the next you need to do is to drag this, go to this edge and just drag the ruler 0.25. so I'm going to do 0.25 rather, sorry. So I'm going to do 0.25, 0.25. okay, so I'm going to confirm if it's the same. Yeah, so I have my 0.25 here, then the other one should be 0.375. okay, so 0.375, 0.37, so you can see, oh god, okay, 0.377. let me zoom in a bit so I can do that. I'm going to scroll to the left and do 0.377. okay, I think 375 should be better. So this is the for the bigger one, that's the one by the right. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a square, then I'm going to just get this square, then I'm going to just resize it, then I'm going to take it here, then I'm going to resize the square to match with this, then I'm going to take this to the right hand side. So this is the other one, then I'm going to duplicate this square, then the next one I'm going to make it to be this size, as you can see. Ctrl Z, actually working with the square, Ctrl Z. So I want this square to be the same with this line. Yeah, so what I'm about to do now is that I'm going to drag this to the top. I'm going to unzoom. Okay, so I have this one for this edge here, as you can see, then I have this one for the top, as you can see. So I'm going to just click this, I'm going to zoom in a bit, click on this guy here, zoom in a bit, click on this guy here, and I'm going to rotate this guy 45 degrees, 90 degrees rather. So I'm going to take this guy to the top, let's unzoom this, just take this guy all the way up, then I'm going to just do the same thing here. I'm going to drag the line, make sure it aligns with this guy, then I'm going to drag this outer guy. Remember, this guy is supposed to be here. Drag this outer guy and make sure it corresponds with this guy. Yeah, so that's basically this is the inner margin and this is the outer margin. So basically I'm going to do the same thing for this guy at the bottom. So I'm going to copy, paste, just drag this to the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to drag this line down, make sure it corresponds with this one. So I'm going to just see if it does. Okay, then I'm going to just remove the box, delete, and delete. So basically this is what it's going to be looking like. So the next thing you need to do is to add your lines as usual, and make sure your lines move from this margin to the right margin. That's basically what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm going to just reduce the thickness to 1, reduce the transparency a bit to like 50, then take this up a bit, then duplicate this. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to Ctrl C, then Ctrl V. So I'm going to take this to the bottom as well. Okay, take this to the bottom, take this to the top, then duplicate like 25 to 30 times. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25. Then all you have to do is highlight everything. So I'm highlighting from bottom to the top, then okay, highlighting from the bottom to the top. Scroll up a bit, then go to position, go to tidy up, and you're going to see that my lines have been tidied up. Then all you have to do is move this line and make sure it aligns with the positioning you set up initially. Then that is it. So I have my book with no bleed because there are spaces. So this is the dimensioning. According to the dimensioning, this is the outer one, the outer edges. This is outer margin, bottom margin, top margin, and the gutter. Okay, the gutter is the middle. Now that we have our complete page, we're going to do the same thing we did. So I'm going to just go to Halloween again. So just type in Halloween, then click on it. So I'm going to just reduce this image, then I'm going to just do the same thing I did. I'm going to flip this horizontally, then just put this at the bottom here. Okay, just increase this a bit, then I'm going to reduce this, put this inside here, reduce this. Okay, then Ctrl C, Ctrl V, take this up, flip it back, then take it to the top, and go up. Just do the same thing here. Okay, so I'm going to just put in, I don't know, my Halloween stuff. Just put in this spider here. Okay, then I'm going to just reduce the transparency, then I'm going to zoom out just so you see what the page looks like. So I'm going to click on this grid view, then I'll click on duplicate. I just duplicate right here, duplicate 10 times, then just highlight everything by typing Ctrl A, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. That's 20. As you can see, share, download, change this to PDF print, download. As for our 20 pages, then all you have to do is duplicate this 5 times. This is 20, so we're going to do this 5 times. So 1 2 3 4. So we have our 60 pages. Okay, so 80. Okay, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so we have our 100 pages, as you can see. So we have 100 pages right now. Click on share, click on download, switch to PDF print, download, and you have your untitled design 2 and untitled design 3. So those are the 2 pages you're going to be using for. You're going to be merging these 2 together also to get your no bleed pages to upload to Amazon. Yeah, so as you can see, I've gotten my pages. So the next thing you need to do is to untitled 2 and untitled 3 is what you're going to be uploading to PDF Joiner, if you remember. So head over to PDF Joiner and just click on upload files. Untitled design 2, untitled design 3 is coming, so I'm going to upload this while this one loads up. The second one, Untitled Design 3, open. Yeah, so the next thing you need to do now is to click on Join Files. So let's check it out and see if our page. So as you can see, this is 120, 1 over 120, so it's 120 pages, and this is how it looks. That's how it looks. That's with bleed, without bleed, as you can see. Without bleed. Okay guys, so basically after you must have designed your book interior, the next thing you need to do is to upload your book, because you finally designed your interior and your book cover. We designed our cover in step 4, and we designed our book interior in step 6. We need to move on to step 7, which is the last stage. We're going to upload and publish our book directly to Amazon KDP. Yeah, so to do that, all you have to do is head over to kdp.amazon.com. So I'm going to go kdp.amazon.com. Then I'm going to just sign in real quick. Then the next thing you need to do is to click on create, then choose paperback. Then my title is English. So the next thing you need to do is to put in your book title. So I'm going to do, for me, I've already gotten the details, so I'm going to just input them. For you to get your details, you need to do your research, like I said. So if you don't know how to do the research, I'm going to leave the link in the description on how to do your keyword, your Amazon keyword research to get your title and your description and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to just say 120 pages. So 120 pages, paperback, 6" by 9. Then I'll say durable matte cover, bleed. Okay, you can be creative. Make sure to include the keywords that you got from your keyword research in the description, as well as the title, as well as the subtitle. This is very important for your content to rank for relevant searches on Amazon KDP. So the next thing you need to do is to click I own the copyrights. Then you put in 7 keywords here. So I'm going to say Halloween journal. Okay, and then say Halloween lined notebook. Okay, say for kids. Okay, say Halloween journal, Halloween notebook journal with bleed, Halloween. Okay, paperback notebook for kids. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've already done this. So choose up to 2 categories. So I'm going to choose category, then I'm going to say fiction. Say, let's see, okay, close fiction. I'm going to go to juvenile fiction, go to action and adventure. Just go to action and adventure. I wish there was a search engine for this. Okay, I think art, bedtime dreams, comics. So basically, you just have to take your time and look for the things that are most relevant to what you're posting. Just because I don't want this video to be too long, that's why I'm actually just choosing different things. I'm going to click on save. Then I'm going to click on no for adult content. Does your book classify as any of this type? Low content book, yes. Journal. I'll click on save and continue. So it has been saved successfully. So it's going to take us to the next page where we have to now choose publish without ISBN. You don't really need to use ISBN number for this because it's a low content book. Publication date, I'm going to choose today's date. Then black and white paper interior with paper. Okay, so with white paper, yes. Trim size 6.9 inch. Select a different size. So I'm going to just see 6.9 inch. bleed settings, bleed, paperback, matte, then upload paperback manuscript. So I'm going to upload the manuscript. So I'm going to upload my PDF. So I'm going to look for since 120 pages. It's going to take a while to load, so let's just wait for it to load up. Okay, so after uploading your paperback manuscript, which is your interior design, that's the interior of your book. Yeah, so after you must have uploaded this one, which is the interior, you need to upload your cover. So I'll click on upload a cover, upload your cover file. Then I'm going to choose my cover, which is Halloween book journal cover right here. Click open, then allow it to upload. Okay guys, so after you must have installed the cover for the book, the next thing you need to do is to not tick this checkbox that says does your cover include a barcode, because they will actually give you a barcode. But if you have a barcode of your own, you can actually tick it. In my case, I don't have a barcode, so I'm going to just leave it unchecked. So the next thing you need to do is to launch the previewer, and this is the exciting part. This is where you can now see your book, what it looks like, what your audience or your customers are going to be seeing on Amazon KDP. So I'm going to click on launch previewer, and once again it's going to take a while, so I'm going to just pause this and come back once it's ready, guys. Okay guys, so it finally loaded after like a very long time. I'm super excited to see what my book looks like. So this is the cover, and as you can see, the red line is where your design should on. So let's say for example this pumpkin shouldn't be here because this is where it's going to be cut. So I'm super excited. Everything is in place and everything is in order. So I'm going to check the pages to see what the interior looks like. So as you can see what the interior looks like, this is what the interior looks like, and what the interior looks like. So basically I forgot to do the, let me bring this to your notice, I forgot to actually put the margin. So this design was actually supposed to be inside, but what the heck, it's going to actually be okay. It's going to still be okay. So that's basically what it is. So I have my complete pages, so I'm going to click on approve. Okay, so do you have your own ISBN, publish with ISBN, the date and everything, manuscript, cover, previewer. So basically the next thing I need to do now is to check the save and continue button. So once I click on the save and continue button, it's going to take me to the next page. In this next page, you have to choose the territory. I'm going to leave it at worldwide because I wanted to get to all territories, right? So I'm going to leave this as Amazon.com. Then I'm going to scroll down to the prices. I'm going to just do $5, $5.50. That's $5.50, and see what is going to come out as my royalty. So the minimum list is calculated based on your book's printing cost. It ensures that your blah blah blah. So I'm going to close this. Then as you can see, for royalties I'm going to be making $1. Okay, so I can leave this. Since this is 20 page, I'm going to just put $5.59. Okay, so $1.06. Okay, let me leave it as $5.59. Let me just say $6 on the dot and say okay, $1.31. Let me just put it $5.59. Okay, so I'm going to just leave it like this. So my royalty is going to be $1 per sale. Okay, not much, but it's something that can generate huge income over time. So basically once this is done, the prices for other currencies are going to be automatically generated based off of the price you put in the dollar section. Okay, so based on the country, their currency is going to change, and the equivalent of what you put is going to be used for other countries. So once you've done that, you can click on publish your paper book, or you can click on save draft. I really want to do my research before publishing this, but at this point, if you click on publish, Amazon is going to review it for some days. I think 2 working days, 2 business days, that's 48 hours. And if they don't find any faults, if they don't find any infringing, if you're not infringing any copyrights, then your book will be approved and it will be uploaded to the marketplace, and you're going to start making sales. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, to leave me a thumbs up. Also leave a comment in the comment section with your questions if there's anything that is unclear. I love you guys, and have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Bye.